Hi there. Did China attack Kenya for multiple years through the internet with regards to debt owed to China? Let's talk about that. And I'm saying so because there has been a story which originated from Reuters with regards to Chinese hackers having hacked different government of Kenya websites and even so access different databases out there with regards to them trying to get insights or intelligence around Kenya's debt situation and ability to repay the Chinese loans. Guys, a story which was published by Reuters and even so also shared with different news outlets out there says that Chinese hackers hacked multiple government of Kenya websites and accessed different databases out there over the past 3 to 4 years, more so to get insight with regards to debt which Kenya owes China. And by the way, the specific websites and even databases which are accessed out there are for the Ministries of National Treasury and also the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Guys, that story is interesting and also a story you need to break down. From the face of it, what do you think this means for our country? As a country, are we at risk in that our public portals out there, our public databases out there can be accessed by any hacker out there? I know you might be wondering, how did this all happen? The story said that actually it was a scheme of phishing whereby they targeted a given employee in government, and then through that they were able to access different records out there, which by the way I'm also going to share with you in this video what you as an individual can also be able to do to avoid getting hacked and also losing information in such kind of situations. That aside, we all need to understand that actually Kenya is an entry strategy and a key partner with regards to actualizing the Chinese strategy of Belt and Road project. And with that, Kenya has been at the frontier with regards to obtaining loans from China. Of course, the loans owed to China peaked around 2021 when the time Kenya owed about $7 billion worth of loan to China. And even with that, just between 2020 and 2021, that's 2 years time, China extended upwards of $160 billion to different African countries out there. Of course, Kenya being a key beneficiary. That tells you China has been and actually will continue to be on a mission to penetrate the continent of Africa. Of course, it is assisting Africa in different capacities, most of the construction projects out there around road railway network, but even with that, they also have their own agenda. That aside, do you think China government attacked the government of Kenya through these particular hackers, or do you think it was work of private hackers out there? I'm not sure, I can't judge, but so far, based on that particular story, there have been reactions out there through different embassies of China government, which all of them have denied, saying the government of China can't really be the ones spearheading, hacking, or even attacking the government of Kenya through accessing information in an authorized fashion. That aside, in case you are attacked or you are using a computer and you're suspecting anything there, chances are you have been attacked, and that could be an unfortunate situation. So, given it could lead, for example, to you losing information, even your privacy being in jeopardy, your public records out there being able to be accessed by many people out there, what can you do in the first place to assist, reduce the effect of you even being attacked in the first place? And even so, if you are attacked, what could be the intensity of this? You need to reduce that intensity even before you are attacked. And with that, what do you need to do as an individual? Because guys, you might be saying the government of Kenya was attacked, but even that, just removing that veil, it is individuals. It is individuals who are custodian of this particular information and so forth. So with that, what can you do as an individual for you to be able to protect yourself against such attacks? First things first, you need to have a very good and strong password. What do I mean? Guys, passwords are actually the gatekeeping of you accessing any information out there. And I'm saying so because there are those kind of passwords which you consider to be those strong passwords, others are weak passwords. For example, you having password which has your ID number, password with your phone number, password with your year of birth and so forth. All these are passwords, but if someone is targeting you, they could most likely be able to guess what your password is based on what personal information they have out there. So you need to ensure you have strong passwords which combine key numbers out there, uppercase, lowercase letters out there, special characters and so forth, so that someone out there can't be able to attack you with ease. So ensure you have a strong password. Because through a strong password, you can be able to keep to whichever sites out there you're using, more so those which have your private information and info which you don't want people out there to access. And then the second thing you need to do all the time is that you need to ensure you are careful with regards to what you're sharing out there on social media, online, and even with that, how you're accessing public computers out there. For example, how many times have you gone, for example, to a cyber cafe, logged on to your email, done your thing, and even forgot to log out of your email? Guys, someone could be able to access your personal information through such a simple blunder. You go out there, log into a public computer out there, and then leave your personal information password all over. In the first place, you shouldn't be logging into public computers out there unless it is an absolute necessity. And even so, after logging, you need to ensure you delete any trail of you out there. Log out whichever website you are using, and even so, delete browsing history. Just try your level best to see how you can safeguard against someone accessing your private information. And even beyond that, be careful with regards to how you share information on social media. Because if someone out there is trying to attack you, more so through whichever form out there, whether it is phishing or whichever attempt out there, they most of the times will have scouted for some time to understand your patterns, to understand what information you're sharing out there, so that once they attack you, they can even know the angle with which they can start the conversation. So be careful with regards to what you're sharing out there, so that also you protect yourself. And then the third thing you can do to ensure also you at least increase layer of security is you using multi-factor authentication. Guys, multi-factor authentication is something which has gained traction over the years. In other words, simply put, for example, you can have your base password when logging into your email or whichever website out there, and beyond that, you can also have a prompt whereby a message is sent to your phone to confirm if it's you first before they allow access. Let me give you an example. Maybe someone has your password, okay? There's someone out there in whichever country. They could try to log into your email, log into whichever website out there using your credentials, but you are the one who's having your mobile phone number. You could get a prompt asking you, are you trying to log into your email, for example, using XYZ browser? If you're not trying to do that, you will say no. And with that, they won't be able to access your email or whichever other website out there. But if you haven't activated multi-factor authentication, it's gonna be a huge risk, because people out there could be able to access your password and then go ahead and log into these different websites you're using or even your email, and even access the most private of information out there. Okay? And then the fourth way you can at least also safeguard yourself against such kind of consequences out there is by using firewalls and also antiviruses in your computer. We all know what these are. I don't need to expound on these. Antiviruses and firewalls are very critical in assisting you protect yourself against those which could be high risk or harmful websites, and even beyond that, in case there is a virus attack on your computer, or even so someone's trying to send you a Trojan and stuff like that, guys, an antivirus could assist you be able to neutralize that. Of course, there are those which are very aggressive, but even with that, an antivirus is going to be fundamental in assisting you neutralize that and ensure your antivirus is automatic on, so that in case there is something which is coming which you're not sure about, then it could be able to pick it up and even assist you clean your computer. Okay? And then the fifth and last way you can safeguard yourself is by you being very curious and staying informed all the time. Guys, the landscape out here with regards to cybersecurity is advancing by the day. So you being curious and staying informed all the time is gonna ensure you are at the frontier with regards to what is happening out there, and even so in case there's an attack, you're gonna be among the first ones to know, so that you can be able to evoke the right measures to at least safeguard yourself or even reduce the intensity if it is inevitable. Guys, those are the 5 things you can do at the individual level, and even so in the context of an organization out there, in case you're an employee, for you to be able to safeguard yourself against these leaks out there, or even for you to be able to cover yourself against your private information going out there in public, or someone holding you ransom because they've been able to access your private information. What do you think about this? I hope you've gotten 1 or 2 things which are critical just beyond a particular piece of news which I've shared with you. And I'm really keen to see how all this is gonna unfold in the next few days, because it might just cause a diplomatic spout out there. Let's see how this is gonna pan out. Do you think the government of China attacked Kenya, or do you think it's just individual hackers out there who are trying to access the government of Kenya information? Share that down below in the comment section. Let's continue discussing there. But this is gonna raise eyebrows a lot in the next few days. Cheers, guys. I look forward to share with you other awesome videos next time. Bye bye, and you all take care.